I have an infatuating obsession with JID, right? And I'm just at the bottom of the barrel right now, musically, anyways, because I can't stop listening to the Forever Story. Like literally all music, even Kendrick to some extent, like some of his better songs that he used to think were insane. All music has just become trash, like actually trash. You know, there was this one time where Jit's on this podcast and I was listening to this shit, and he's like, "Man, I would never listen to them dudes who spin like really fast and shit." And the guy asks like, "Why would you do that?" And this kid's like, "Man, it's just a little bullshit." And then the guy's like, "But that's what you do." He's like, "Yeah, but my shit's a real shit." And I'm like, "Real shit? What do you mean real shit? You ain't even like put out insane music. I heard a few songs, but like they weren't insane. Off D's was pretty good. Surround sound was pretty good, but it wasn't like you have a whole album that just slapped front to back. And granted, this was me being weird and judgmental, and just being like refusing to listen to albums and judging artists for whatever reason. It was really stupid of me. Um, but I went through the Forever Story after seeing that one Fantano video because at the time I was really into him, and which is just like what 3 weeks ago, and now I'm a full on JID like simp. It's basically over for me. All music is garbage. If the beat does not even come close to like things like surround sound and radar, I'm not having it. I'll be like, I mean, this is good music, but it's not JID, you know. Everything just for me now goes back to JID. I can't listen to music anymore because every time I do, I'm like, damn, I could be playing Forever Story right now. Fuck, you know? And it's getting really annoying that I'm in this just state where all I can think of all the time is the Forever Story. And the worst thing is this album, I swear to God, it's set up to make you addicted, right? The first like 5, 6 tracks are pretty like high energy, pretty upbeat, right? Other than Cody Blue, most of the front is like pretty high energy. And it's like when I get sick of that high energy stuff, I can just listen to like the low key stuff. Like Lauder 2's pretty chill, Bredaman, Systemen, like all that shit is so good. And oh my god, dude. And then when I get tired of that slow shit, because I'm like, man, this is so lame. I just watch his good stuff like at the front. Like, no other artist makes me just feel like this. It pisses me off how good he is at structuring shit and like making like obvious metaphors. You know, it's not like the thing is I love about him. I don't need to like whip out an entire YouTube video to understand Kendrick's album. Like I love To Pimp a Butterfly, but I can see flaws in the album. Right? It's too deep for most people. It really is. No one has the time to be like, oh, I need to watch this like 20-minute video on like what's a deep song? I guess maybe Blacker Than Berry, right? And like analyze this whole thing. Like you'll get most of it. You'll get the main point of every song that's a Pimp a Butterfly, but it's the little shit that I'm just fascinated by and infatuated by, you know. And Jid does it miraculously. It's like, dude, he just does it. There's no other way to put it. Um, and I just love it. I love that attention and detail. You know, you're able to tell this like story while having all these details about you yourself and like the things you love to do. You know, offer your personality while telling a story. It's masterful, dude. And I don't know, man. I don't know how he does it, and I hate it. I hate that he's so good at it. He's so good at making just fire, nothing but fire. There were no misses on that album. Not a single album. I'll go, yeah, I should skip this, and that's the worst part. Like, okay, I was already saying, like, man, this is the worst part, and this is the worst part. This is the worst part. When I hit Galaxy, it's over. The next 40 minutes to an hour is JID time. The only thing I'll ever do to like shorten that time is I'll skip to like a good part. Like there's stuff on like surround sound. Maybe I'll skip to like the second half. I'm like getting tired of the first half, right? But that's it. That is it. And I hate it because I hit JID and I'm like, oh, let me finish this album once I get out of the shower. But I'm so into it that I just bring my phone into the shower, start cranking JID, and I just listen to JID when my whole family hears bum bum ba dum bum bum bum. Like, oh my god, it's a problem. It's a problem, and it's so much. I think talking about it helps a lot though for me, just because as long as I admit it openly, I'm able to look at it and be like, how can I stop this? But the thing is, I've never had an addiction like this. It's not even like a pleasure thing. It's not even like a dopamine thing. It's just a, this shit is so good, so dope. I can't help but respect it. You know what I mean? It, it kills me on the inside because on the one hand, I love this album to death. On the other hand, God help me, man. I want to listen to other music. I want to listen to Donda, like full on. I want to listen to Life of Pablo. I want to listen to like some of the weekend stuff. I've been trying to, but all I can do is wake up and then I hear like, bro, and I start it playing radar, sonar, laser beam, jets, techs, submarines. I'm like, just stop, bro. Help me. Like, it's a call for help, man. At this point, I'm just run dry out of ideas as to how I can like combat this, but there's nothing I can think of that I'm just like, oh yeah, this will work out. If I stop listening to him, I'll just crave him even more. Like, oh my god, I haven't listened to surround sound in 15 hours. I can't help it, and I start jittering. Like, it's an addiction, man. And the thing, like, the one thing that I am mad about too with JID, man, how are you not mainstream? How is this man not mainstream? I know he's all like, I'm just trying to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it be around here in the rap game. You just gotta love what you do, and then once you love what you do, you just kind of vibe with it. I'm like, man, fuck that. I want you to go out there with like Cole or something, like a real song. Not just off D's, like a song that gets like 100 million views, man. I want you to be somebody like out there in the mainstream, like Grammy shit. I don't want you writing your name like, damn, they really snubbed me. Let me just rap my name real quick, that was pretty funny. I want him to be like actually there, like right beside Drake and Kanye, bro. I think he deserves to be up there. I really do. I think, okay, maybe not Kanye, but like at least Drake.